While Steve King was speaking to Allison Camerata on CNN, the issue of the border wall and how we're gonna pay for it came up, and he believes that we should take money away from food stamps and also from Planned Parenthood to help fund the stupid border wall, right? Okay, well, he also decided to pick on Michelle Obama and her initiative when the Obama administration was in office. She just wanted to ensure that school lunches were healthier, right? Let's have better standards for school lunches so we can tackle the obesity epidemic. Well, here's his reaction in response to all of that in the context of the border wall conversation.
We built the program because to solve the problem of malnutrition in America. And now we have a problem of obesity. And when you match up the EBT card with what the scales say on some other folks, I think it's worth looking at. Michelle Obama looked at it. Republicans should be able to look at it too.
Okay, he's just so incredibly ignorant, right? Like he knows nothing about why the obesity epidemic is a problem. It's not because people are getting fat off food stamps. The more poor you are, the less likely you have access or the ability to afford healthier foods, right? That obviously keep you healthier, help you keep a healthier body weight. I mean, it's just, look, the reason why a lot of people living in poverty are more likely to be overweight or obese is because they end up spending what little money they have on cheap, quick foods, right?
Cheap fast food, cheap junk food. When you could barely survive and you need food stamps to be able to eat, you're not worried about organic produce.
Yeah, you're not buying grass-fed beef.
You're not going to Whole Foods. Okay, that's not what's happening. The average income of a household on food stamps is less than $10,000 a year. These guys are always talking about like, oh, they got cell phones, which you made that up. You have no idea what kind of phones they have or don't have. Somebody once said they have refrigerators. Like apparently that's like a crime to have a refrigerator, right? So no, the reality is they're poor. They're making less than $10,000 a year. And ironically, yes, when you eat those cheap processed foods, you do gain weight. Now, you wanna know the real reason why? Because of high fructose corn syrup that we put in all that food. And why did we put high fructose corn syrup? Because it's so cheap. Why is that? Because corn has a gigantic subsidy. Now, who pushes for that corn subsidy? Legislators from Iowa like Steve King. That's crony capitalism. That's what makes us obese as a country, far more obese than any other country, because we have so much more high fructose corn syrup in our food. And ironically, that's because of Steve King. Help us build independent media together. TYTnetwork.com/join.